Hello, and welcome to the Middlest, our Patreon-only show where we talk about the episode with the exact middle user rating. Because we want to see what this show looks like at its exact average, because every show has its highs and its lows, but spends most of its time on all fours.
Yes. I mean, particularly this show.
Season 2, Episode 9 of Girls, called On All Fours.
A lot going on in this one. This one is a significantly more... feels maybe I haven't watched enough Girls to say exactly, but it feels a little more illustrative of what the show is like than The Best and the Worst, because there's like multiple plot lines and it's about cool New York parties that you're not invited to. And so we have Shoshana and you said Ray.
Yep.
And something's going on with them. They go to a party because Ray works for a tech startup, right?
No.
It's some sort of tech that is 20...
Charlie is the one who has the tech company.
And Charlie is dating...
No one at that point. He's broken up with Marnie.
Okay. But I thought Ray was involved too. That's why they were at the party.
No, Ray is Shoshana's boyfriend, which is why he was brought to the party. He's a friend of Charlie's.
Okay. There is a party to celebrate 20,000 somethings, some tech thing.
Users. It's an app that Charlie developed after he broke up with Marnie that makes it so you can't call your ex.
Okay, that information was missing from this episode.
Yes.
And is pretty funny.
Yep.
Kind of the meat of the episode was, it's sort of an episode about Adam. Because Adam, his character's name is also Adam, right?
Yes.
Confusing. Adam is dating a new person who's like, kind of like sweet and has her shit more together than, Hannah. She's like more an adult woman. They have sex in which she is like very clear about like, hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. It's like kind of soft loving sex where she expresses what she wants. And they have this like mature relationship. And I at the party, Adam runs into Hannah, who is walking by.
This is a different party that they're at.
This is a different party?
Yeah. They go to Adam's girlfriend's friend's engagement party, who is played by Amy Schumer.
That's right. Why can't I not remember this episode at all? You take over.
Maybe I should do the recap. Okay. So he's in this relationship they just become official at this party. It's like, this is not a thing that he would do with Hannah. Like, it's a very like adult, normal person thing to do, to go to your girlfriend's friend's engagement party and like have a normal time. And he is such a fucking weirdo that it's like, obviously he's sort of walking around in the costume of this as opposed to actually experiencing it. And Adam is an alcoholic. That is actually how he met this girl. It's a woman from AA. I'm not sure if he's his sponsor, but it's someone he met from an AA. It's her daughter. And she's like, the girlfriend is like, hey, can I have a drink? Is that cool with you? And he's like, yeah, it's totally fine. And so she has a drink. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to have a drink too. I want to be normal. And so he has a drink and then he gets kind of drunk. And he steps outside of the party. And that is when he sees Hannah walking down the street, not wearing any pants, with her ear all bandaged up, because Hannah is having a flare from her OCD. And she has ruptured her own eardrum with a Q-tip.
I now know why I don't remember this episode. I blocked this entire fucking episode out because this episode is so uncomfortable to watch. I am now remembering these things because I just fully blocked it. Yeah, the scene where she stabs herself in the ear with a Q-tip is so fucking uncomfortable to watch.
And then when she gets home from the hospital, she stabs the other side.
Yeah. And then there's also Marnie. She goes to her ex's party, correct?
She goes to her ex's party. She goes to Charlie's party. And she is like, I have a little treat for everyone at this party. And she sings a song. She takes the microphone from the DJ and then performs a little song for everyone. And
she sings a Kanye West song.
It is the cringiest thing.
This is all clicking together for me now. I forgot the plot of this episode because I blocked this entire fucking episode out because the experience of watching it was so uncomfortable.
It was. And then there's the sex scene, the on all fours sex scene that is like kind of rapey.
Yeah. So it ends with, I'm taking this information from you that Adam, this is kind of just how he and Hannah had sex, is he likes to like boss her around and hit her and do things like that. And obviously this woman, not interested in that, but he's drunk and he commands her to get on all fours and crawl to the bed and then has very rough sex with her before coming on her without asking. And she does not enjoy it at all. And yeah, it's like one of those real, was that rape? It wasn't not rape.
And after he says, he's like, so are you going to leave me now? So it's hard to say whether Adam is just too much of an alien to ever have a normal relationship, or Adam is testing to see if he really is an alien.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways to interpret it. I think the, are you going to leave me now? It felt to me like he was having intentionally bad sex with her to drive her away. That it was a little bit of like, well, fuck you. This is who I really am. So you should go now. I also do think the fact that he saw Hannah reminded him of like, I don't know. I think he was trying to recreate his relationship with Hannah a little bit because he had just seen her, even though this is a person who was not as willing to be turned into an object as Hannah was. There's a fake cum in this scene, which is not something you see a lot in mainstream Hollywood.
Something you see a lot in experimental avant-garde downtown theater.
Yes. We have seen it many times on stage, but I feel like there's like layers of what is acceptable sexuality. And it's like butt, either gender, boobs, female genitalia, male genitalia, and then like towards the bottom of acceptable is any sort of bodily fluid, especially like cum. Is you almost never see that in a sex scene in a movie. So it is sort of, I think, intentionally shocking that at the end she's kind of covered in his cum as they're talking.
Lena Dunham was nominated for a Primetime Emmy for directing for this episode.
And it was the cum that did it.
It was the cum that did it.
So at the beginning, Adam Driver and the lady are having sex, and they are just fully clothed with their shoes on. Now, we went over this with, I believe, All in the Family, that it is truly wild to be just like, I'm a little less weird about beds than Meg in terms of what can go on them, but just fully wearing your outside shoes while having sex. To me,
I'm weird about what can go on beds.
You're a little weird about what
I don't
can go
think
on
you
beds.
should wear shoes in bed.
No, I agree with you there. You take it for, you don't like wearing outside clothes of any kind in bed.
I don't think you should. If you're outside, especially if you've been like out and about, like if you've been like rolling around on like a preschool floor, I don't necessarily want you in my bed. If you have a suitcase that you have dragged through the streets of this whole world that's covered in piss and sludge and dirt, then you fling it onto the bed. I don't want a suitcase that's been all over the ground on my bed. Yeah, those are kind of it. I'm okay with our weird little dog being on our bed, even though she smells like an omelet.
She does smell like an omelet, and she loves to rub her body on our pillows.
Probably what she's doing right now.
Yeah. So yeah, they obviously the sex at the end was very questionable, but the sex at the beginning was also questionable because they were wearing their outdoor shoes. John Cameron Mitchell's in this one, playing her editor. Always nice to see John Cameron Mitchell.
Playing an editor. He also played in Shrill. He was also the...
I had that thought of like, am I mixing up these shows? Because I remembered him from Shrill.
Yeah, in Shrill, he's
Dan
Savage. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays kind of slightly mean gay editor pretty well. In this case, he's telling Hannah that her sex life isn't interesting enough because she writes about her sex life and she's not having interesting sex. And so he tells her to make up interesting sex. She says that she maybe had sex with a teenager is the pitch she makes for him.
Yeah.
We missed that story. And that's it for the free feed. To hear the rest of this Middlest, as well as all of our other Middlests and all of our episodes ad-free, please support us on Patreon. It makes a huge difference for us. Thank you so much, and see you next week.